Hello students, today's class is on Likert scale, which is also known as summated scales. It is for the fourth semester students of psychology, and the paper is research methodology, and the course is BA Arts in Psychology. The scale was developed by Francis Likert, and hence the name of the scale is known as Likert scale. They are developed by utilizing the item analysis approach, which means it consists of a number of statements. Item means a statement which express either a favorable or unfavorable attitude. Like, do you like to read books? I don't like. Or it may be, I like very much. Or if we suppose we say, reading books is good for mental health. So our response may be strongly agree, or it may be strongly disagree. So likewise, statements are made unfavorable to favorable or favorable to unfavorable. Now let us look at the characteristics of Likert scale. It is a 5 or 7-point scale, which is more common. 5-point scale is more common, and it allows the individual to express how much they agree or disagree. In a later slide, we are going to look at how a Likert scale looks like, and it's a very widely used rating scale. It's very simple to make and also very simple to administer, and the responses are summed up at the end, and each item is called the Likert. Now we look at the characteristics of Likert scale again. A Likert item is just a statement. Statement, for instance, as I have already said, self-care is essential for good mental health. So we agree or disagree. So our response may be either of these 5. I strongly disagree, I disagree, I neither agree. Suppose I am confused. I am confused by the statement. Then I will mark as neither agree nor disagree. Then if I agree, and if I think that obviously, and if I think that I strongly agree, then we will mark strongly agree. First, we will read the statement. The client is supposed to read the statement. The person on whom it is administered will read the statement and give the response. Now let us look at the procedure for developing a Likert scale. At first, the researcher or the person who is constructing the Likert scale has to write down a number of statements related to the topic. See, for example, the topic is, again, self-care is important for mental health. Then related to self-care, from favorable to unfavorable sentence, many statements has to be noted down, has to be written down, and they must be equal in number. If there are 25 favorable items which speak for the topic, and items which speak against the topic has to be equal in number. Then we put the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right from strongly disagree to strongly agree, or from strongly agree to strongly disagree, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and at last we sum up the scores and The statements are correlated with high favorability and low favorability. We cannot just put any statements. There has to be a correlation. Suppose a person who has marked strongly agree, personal care is important for mental health, strongly agree. Then that particular person also has to strongly agree to a statement which says, I take bath every day, or I take proper care of my health. I take good nutritious food every day, or I sleep 7 to 8 hours a week. Every day. Sorry, I sleep 7 to 8 hours every day. So it may not be that the person has marked yes, strongly agree for I sleep 7 to 8 hours every day, and strongly disagree for I take nutritious food. So this is how the scale is marked from strongly agree to strongly disagree. These are the 5 categories by which in which the responses are given. And these are the marks 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Accordingly, we add up the marks. Now, if we look at the advantages of Likert scale, it is found to be a very popular method, and it's found to be very precise and very easy to make. And if we compare it with the Thurston scale, and you are going to learn about the Thurston scale in the next class, it has only 2 responses. We can record only 2 responses, whereas in Likert scale, several degree of responses in each item can be taken, 5 to 7 kinds of responses, and it is very easy to construct, very easy to make. Now if we look at some of the disadvantages of the Likert scale, the 5 to 7 items may not actually reveal the attitude of the person towards that particular subject. And 5 to 7 positions, they may not be equally spaced. For instance, from an undecided or neutral to strongly disagree, or neutral to strongly agree, the responses may not have equal weightage, and they may not distinctly let us know that what they are trying to say about the attitude, because it is also not a real life situation. It is just putting a response on a piece of paper, and the clients or the respondents, they may not be honest in answering, and though the total score may mean something, the 2% total score may be same, 2 to 3%, but still there may be vast difference in their attitudes. These are the things which we cannot measure, and the respondents, they may not validly react to a short statement. So this is how a Likert scale looks like. As I have said, look at the response that is in the center, in the middle, no opinion. Perhaps the client is not ready, is the situation is such that he is not prepared to answer, is not mentally prepared to sit for the test or to give an answer or give his or her opinion. In that case, they can choose the option no opinion. And sometimes they may be very, very confused. Like, do you sleep for 7 to 8 hours? It may be not always. So they may be very much, usually they may think that it is good to sleep for 7 to 8 hours, but practically it is not possible. So in that case, sometimes they are confused where to put their responses. In that case, Likert scale is not found to measure what it is supposed to measure. So these are some of the references. Though it's has some limitations, but yet Likert scale is very popularly used because it is easy to administer and also easy to create one. Thank you.